And we are live. What's good, people? It's your man DL Saint on a Wednesday, y'all. Yeah, man. I just wanted to jump on here real quick. I had to bring my man Jswans in here because I saw something last night that I just had to bring him up in and get his opinion on because we are cut from the same cloth, man. So and the way I see things and the way he see things are similar, but yet they're not identical. We were in the trench together as young cats, and now, you know, he went on to do the righteous thing and got married to a beautiful sister, and 25 years plus.
The check is in the mail.
Yeah, and I stayed in the trenches. I'm here to tell you, he made the right decision. Brother Mike, what's good, man? Welcome. We're gonna just do this real quick, man. Y'all know who Jswans is, so we ain't even got to ask him to tell y'all who he is. We just going to get right into it.
Hold on, let me use the hip term. I'm out there to get that bag.
I'm out there to get that bag.
There you go.
Hilarious. So yeah,
Yep.
man, my bad. Didn't mean to do that to you. But yeah, thanks for joining us, Brother Michael, man. We're going to do this quick. We don't want you to miss Womanizing Wednesdays on Fresh and Fits podcast. So I want to get this in and out. And I think Suzette Speaks is doing another one tonight. I missed last night. I jumped in for a hot second, but I missed the conversation. It was about how to keep your wife happy. Don't have a wife. So that show wasn't for me.
Ask her what she wants to be happy, or buy her a Jag.
Or buy her a Jag or a Lambo or whatever it is, depending on how bad you screwed up. I know because I have witnessed with my own two eyes functional relationships. So I believe that I know how to get it done. But what my brother Jswans was explaining to me, it's like, bro, no two relationships are the same. And it's really all about sacrifice, compromise. And I would always say, well, you know, it's 50-50 on each side. He's like, no, what did you say it was?
Hey, it's 100-100. There ain't no 50-50. It's 100 and it's 100. And then you got to want it. If you don't want to be happy, you don't want to be in a relationship, you might as well wrap it up and go somewhere else. Candace M, what's good? Good to see you, love. Thanks for jumping in to say hello. I really appreciate it. Again, one of the monster minds over there, Fresh and Fit, and a woman who has been in a stable and an amazing relationship for, I forget how long she said, but she's a married woman. She's got a happy husband. Maybe they should have asked Candace how should a man keep you happy in a relationship? That's another show. I doubt if I ever do that. I would probably never cover that topic. It's just outside of my wheelhouse. You need to cover how to put on a prophylactic.
I got fixed. So
wait, did I
we
say that
ain't
right?
worried about that.
Prophylactic?
I'm like, boy, oh boy, I'm like Mr. Roberts' Neighborhood. Can you say snipped?
Oof. That made me uncomfortable.
Hey, but guess what? The babies won't come out. And look at that. Candace coming in on 11 years. Hey, good for you, love, for real. That's what's up. You deserve the little kids cheering. You know what I'm saying?
No, not good the little kids cheering. That's just
that's
awesome.
My favorite sound. And I have my Stream Deck. I haven't even hooked it up yet. I need to hook up my Stream Deck. But good for you. Congrats for over 10 years. I mean, look at that, brother. Jswans. She's been married for going on 11 years now, man. That takes work, right? Isn't that's something worth saying? That's a hooah right there, right? Hey, just because you got twice the time, man, you don't mean you got. Shoot, I'm pretty sure 10 was hard.
Yo, bro, think about that, man. We've been together 26 years, and I'm not even 50. That's how long we've been together. That's crazy.
That might be that might be the key to successful relationships. The younger you are, the better shots you have. Rollo Tomasi was talking about that. I know you don't know who Rollo is, but he's a guy who loves numbers. And there was
I thought Rollo was that chocolate thing with the caramel in the middle.
Yeah, they got that too. But but I think it was The Guardian or someone did a study, and they showed that women who had less sexual experience, sexual partners prior to getting married, the number was like 5. If they had 5 or less, there was a 90% chance that their relationship, their wedding would go the distance, it would work. But if they had more than that, the numbers dropped off considerably.
Didn't you say they had like 5 partners by the time they was 14 or something?
18.
Some craziness that you be spitting out there?
18. And it's the same study showed that. That's the study that they got it from. It said that the average 18-year-old woman had 5 partners by the time she was 18. Whereas, in comparison, the 18-year-old male had 0 on average.
Now, the average male had 1 partner. It's probably himself.
Well, that's the given.
Wait, hold on, boys and girls. Now, remember, Uncle Jay says, nobody knows you like you know yourself.
Right. And then Candace says her parents have been married 42 years. Congratulations on that for your parents.
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
good. And,
Hold on, let me get him one too.
Yeah, brother Jason's in the house. What up, though? What's good, bro? You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna make that happen, man. I hit you this morning. I want to call you first. So I'm gonna hit you up and we're gonna talk about it.
Man, don't be doing business when we supposed to be talking about something.
I'm doing business, man.
I'm gonna hit you later.
Man, come on. Hold what you got there, Airborne. You know what I mean? You just watch that flank. We're about to get into it. Schmeebles, what's good, brother? This is my brother from over in Australia, man. Schmeebles is also helping me out with some upcoming episodes, bro, about the justice system in America versus Australia. That's gonna be a good one. He's offered to give me all the research I need. I'm about to take him up on that. So and that's your boy with the thing that whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, that's the dude with the Yowie. They got the Yowie out there. They ain't got fish, but they got Yowie.
His brother Smeebles hit himself in the face with a boomerang. So he's like, "G'day, fellas. What's good, man? What I missed? You haven't missed anything yet, man. We just got started. We're about to put up some stuff and have this conversation about the current dating.
Wait, hold on. I got a question. Does the toilet in Australia flush backwards?
I haven't been. I don't know which way it flows. I don't know. And last time I was in London, I didn't pay attention, so I'm gonna have to do that.
Nah, it's supposed to be south of the equator, right? It's supposed to go backwards. See, now I got everybody thinking.
He got me thinking. I'm like, damn, have I been south of the equator? Well, next time I'm down in Peru, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot, bro. That's funny. We never got deployed down there. You think about that? We never got deployed that way.
Nah, because we got deployed to Australia. There'd be a whole bunch of light-skinned, tall Australian kids running around.
Yeah,
talking
that's
shit.
Right. That's right. That's right. So let's get into it, bro. So today's dating market, man, what drives this 304 culture? Right? That's the question here, right? What drives it? And I was watching Fresh and Fit last night. They had the minorities on. And just so you know, the minorities is a couple of young brothers out of Sacramento. So they hail from your hometown, bro. And they're real successful YouTubers. And I haven't really watched a lot of their content, but it's young and fun. Dude, if you and I had YouTube when we were in the military back when we were young kids,
we'd be in jail.
It would be like what they were doing.
We'd be single and in jail.
Yeah. But it would be close to what they're doing. I mean, they're just out there getting the raw. Like they're talking to. It's like, girls out there having fun partying, whatever. Guys out there having fun partying. They just going out there getting getting the real. And so anyway, they're on the show.
All right.
And it's a one-on-one interview between the two platforms. And I thought it was a very interesting conversation for those of y'all who didn't see the interview. We're going to play some parts of it here this afternoon, but I thought it was a very interesting conversation that I was like, yo, Jswans, man, you got to jump on here, man. I need to be able to bounce some ideas off you reference this conversation. So here we go. Like they were talking about the current dating landscape from their point of view. Now, keep in mind, these are young, successful men, Fresh and Fit and the minorities. They have clout. They have financial success, right? And they have game. All the guys at the table have game. This is not something that's new to them. It's not as if, oh, we got this clout and all of a sudden women are falling out of skies. In fact, when you look at Myron and Fresh, they've actually lost women since they've gotten their clout. So they were having a conversation. And one of the things that came up, they were talking about leverage and the lack of leaders. So I'm gonna play this part for you, bro. Let me pull it up real quick, and just to get your take on what's being said here. So here we go.
I would argue that if you take 10 baddies, right, girls that are above average attractive, 7s, 8s, etc., you took 10 of them, I would argue at least 6 to 7 of them have a sugar daddy to some kind of degree. Whether he's paying a bill or he's taking care of her or he's paying for something in her lifestyle, I would argue that they have some type of financial compensation or some kind of help coming in. I don't know what y'all thoughts are on that.
You said 6 out of 10 of these hoes?
Yeah, I would say 6 out of 10, conservatively.
I mean,
If they're attractive, very
probably
attractive.
out here in Miami for sure. We didn't met a lot of girls and did interviews, and out here specifically, we noticed a lot of girls be having sugar daddies. I'm gonna be honest, out in Sac, I don't know too many.
That's what I'm saying. The baddies, though. I'm saying the baddies, not the regular ugly fat whales.
But even the bad, but I don't know. I don't really talk to them too much about shit like that. But I mean, shit, it might be accurate, honestly.
Yeah. And what makes a sugar daddy a sugar daddy? You have to be old with money and spend money and not get pussy. Or
let me rephrase. Not necessarily sugar daddy, but they have men that are helping them financially from a financial standpoint to some degree. Whether they got a dude saved in their phone as food, they got another dude saved in their.
So, and I see a lot of fair use in the chat. Thanks for that, y'all. This is you know, I'm cool with that platform. I'm gonna reach out to to Fresh to say, hey man, you know, I did a breakdown. I just used some stuff. If they tell me to pull it off, I'll pull it off. But I doubt if they will copy strike me. I would be very surprised if they do. they can hit me up and tell me to pull it off, and I will definitely pull it off. But thanks for that. Suzette Speaks in the house. What's good, Sue? Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Are you going on tonight? Let me know if you are. I know you were on last night. Jswans was in the chat checking it out. I popped in for a hot second.
She didn't even read my stuff, so I'm mad now. Pouting.
Well, see now you got Jswans pouting. See what you did, Sue?
Stick my lip out.
Yeah, you got the lip out and everything. So right off rip though, what are your thoughts on? And I'm sure you've heard of the whole sugar daddy, sugar baby kind of thing. When we were coming up,
that 6 out of 10 women that are bad got sugar daddies. That seems like a real jaded way to look at life. You know, I mean, I would hope not. You know, I mean, I'm not out there in the streets like that, but I would hope not that 6 out of 10 women ain't running around with sugar daddies. I don't know. That's a real jaded way to look at it, though. I mean, wow.
But you know, and you know, from his point of view, though, again, he's just saying, like, because he said about Sacramento, he was like, I don't know, I don't really talk to chicks like that. Sacramento being Sacramento's a smaller market, I can see that. Yeah. But you see right away, they're like, but the big cities. You know,
I was gonna say Miami. I could see that. LA. You know, I mean, I could see that. I mean, growing up out there, I knew lots of girls that, were bad, but, I'm not dating like that. So, but I mean, that just seems kind of high, though. I mean, if you're in an environment like a Miami or an LA where cats are, that's their purpose is to be seen, then yeah, I could probably see something like that. But Sacramento's a working town. That's the capital of the state. There's a lot. It's a working town. It's not really a go out and see me. If you want to do that, you got to go to LA or maybe even Frisco.
Now, having said, and I agree with you 100%. Now, having said that, I came from Cincinnati. Cincinnati might be a hair smaller than Sacramento. It's about the same size or maybe a hair smaller. And when we was coming up back in the mid to late 90s, there were a lot of women in the hood who would pursue the street guys, and they would do that. Hey, I'll hang out with you, but can you take care of this cable bill? Or
yeah, that's a different environment. You're talking 6 out of 10 though. You know what I mean? Like that's still not gonna get you 6 out of 10.
But my point being this though, even back then, there were women who were willing to work that finesse. Like, well, I know what you're doing. You out there cranking. You're supposed to be the big boy. And I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking
I ain't mad at that. I mean, come on, bro. Like we grew up watching Martin. That's what Pam was all about. Right. Pam was out there sticking her booty out there, like, yo, go buy me a jacket. Go buy me a chain. Come on. That ain't nothing new. It's just that number seems real high for a regular area. For a working town, that seems real high. Even in Cincinnati, with the gangsters and the dealers out there, and them girls trying to get on with them, like still that wouldn't get you 6 out of 10.
Or you know what? It would get you 6 out of 10 of the women in those circles. It wouldn't get you 6 out of 10 of the entire population.
And that's what
I get your point. I'll accept that.
I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better.
But I mean, things have changed. Like you said, you haven't been in the trenches, right? Like things have changed a lot.
I don't fought some battles, but I ain't had to do that a lot. I done hung up my spurs.
Right. And rightly so. Rightly so. So okay. So that wasn't even one of the parts that I wanted that I had timestamped. Here's the part that I really want you to have a listen to. We talked about this in the club and the car a little bit.
Yes. Beauty is a commodity, and so they want something for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm getting something extra out of this deal. And so even how you guys mentioned how top tier dudes are gonna have their main girl and still fuck around for the most part.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. I have leverage. I'm gonna get more out of this deal. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Facts.
if you fuck with me enough, you'll give me that. So just like the beautiful girl, if you fuck with me enough, you will pay my bills. And that's just the game of life, is leverage your strengths.
Yeah.
So I never blame women or be mad at women. I know we talk a lot of shit and fuck around, but I think that the world is so fucked up because lack of leadership from men. Men are supposed to be the leaders in the world. If you ask women, what are you attracted to? They want a leader. They want a man who's dominant. And I always say relationships are a reflection of your leadership. So if you having relationship issues, you got to look in the mirror. You know what I mean? She's either going to do what you want her to do and change the behavior, or you just don't tolerate it.
Right.
And I mentioned it yesterday on the show. You deal with what you tolerate. So if more men just had a no tolerance policy, the world would switch up. And I kind of touched on it yesterday too, how not only do we tolerate bad behavior, but we encourage it. You look at Instagram, bitches know if I post my ass, I get way more attention. I get way more likes. You know what I mean? So we're encouraging them indirectly to be sluts.
So a lot was said there, bro.
Yeah.
A lot was said there.
How you want me to break this down?
Well, first let me run through the chats real quick. And Suzette Speaks is in the house, man. So she was like, shout out to Dion. You're saying thanks for and your chat, thanks for coming out. Brother Mike, we got the whole family here. Yes, we do. Candace is in here, like we said. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. You wrong, Candace.
Yo.
But I was thinking the same thing. Like, yo, we got the Splash Brothers in here, the Splash Twins. So wrong, but I like them dudes. And then there was a lot of people saying fair use, like the video. Suzette is laughing. And yo, Suzette, shout out to you, salute to you, because I'm brand new to this YouTube game. She gives me so many gems. She's there to be that mentor, because she's been doing this a lot longer than I have, helping her brother out. Salute to you, Suzette.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
Suzette's the one that got you sending me stuff to look at at 2:00 in the morning.
No.
Let's talk about.
Why you telling on me? That wasn't Suzette, man. Thanks, bro. Thanks.
That's Pornhub. My bad. That's Pornhub.
That's why you ain't been in the. See, that's why you ain't been in the trenches. Boy, you done lost your game, man. You coming out here to fight the war with your knight in shining armor on. You know what I'm saying? You got your thing on Lance.
Oh wait,
we got mini guns out here
coming
now,
there.
bro.
Coming
right.
there.
Right. And Suzette said she doesn't have a show tonight. Oh, Miss Tia Kiki's in the house. Salute to you, love. Thank you. Another hard hitter from the Fresh and Fit world. And she's like, I think you're good. You're Fresh and Fit fan. Yeah, Myron and Fresh aren't gonna slam me for this. Like I said, they got a problem with it. They'll tell me right away. Brother Michael, hypergamy is through the roof. I think it always has been. It's just a little more publicized now. Suzette, she like, I missed those classes. Yeah, you should have got in on those finesse classes. We might have to get you signed up. No such thing as love, only leverage. Ooh, like brother Mike, that's hard hitting right there, bro. That's hard hitting. A sad cycle, yes. I'll definitely agree with that. And look, you started talking. Look, Suzette sent me the skulls. I'm already in trouble. Thanks, bro. Thanks a lot for helping me out.
Hold on. There's no such thing as love, only leverage.
That's what Mike was saying. That's like I said, that's a hard hitter right there. That's a hard hitter right there,
brother. I'm sorry.
That's a hard hitter right there, but I can see where it's coming from. And then Candace is like hashtag no self snitching. Like, yeah, I'm definitely
I ain't
not
snitching on myself. I'm snitching on him.
Yeah, he
I didn't say I looked at it. I said it just comes.
Acting a fool. And brother Mike, shout out to the ladies. Absolutely. Shout out. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Suzette Speaks and her speakers. That's what they call her followers, the Suzette Speaks chat, the speakers. And we got the head speaker up in here, Suzette. Again, thanks a lot for coming. And shout out to my Fresh and Fit family in the house. You know what I'm saying? We're in here deep. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to bring the two worlds together to have these conversations. But back to what he was saying about leadership, man. I think there's a lot to do with that, bro. There's a lot to do with what he was saying about it's a lack of leadership in the way that women are moving today, that you have to blame men.
Well, I mean, okay. First of all, like, women want what they want. All right. There ain't no formula for that. They want what they want, and that could change from day to day. So, if you're really, if you're a man and you're trying to figure that out, good luck. You got to stay on your toes and stay flexible. Now, as far as what else was there? There was the leadership thing. There was a whole lot. What else was he talking about? About the women, shaking their ass and attention and this and that. Yeah, I'll put that on us. I mean, because if your goal is to go out there and get attention, and guys are giving you attention for shaking your ass, and that's what you're going to do. If guys are giving women attention because they're super intelligent and this and that, then women would display that more. So I mean, it really doesn't matter. A woman's going to do what she wants to do, and if she wants a man's attention, she's going to do whatever it takes to get his attention. I mean, it's that simple to me. It's not that complicated. Like I said, I'm married to Naya, and well, let's take Naya out of it. Let's take JD. That little girl's hollering at JD, and he told her, hey, she came in there, she had like the little booty shorts on and the, little teeny shirt. And he was like, yo, less is more. That's not what got his attention. Right. That sort of thing. So, I mean, they're going to do anything it takes to get your attention. I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, you can't get mad if a girl's running around half naked and this and that, and that's what you're looking at and you're giving her all the attention. You can't get mad if she's acting like that if you're giving her attention.
Because if it works, it works, correct? And that's what the brother was saying. And I'm sorry, I don't know their names. And I'm sorry, but the brother who's doing most of the talking for the minorities.
That was Klay Thompson and Steph Curry.
Yeah. So Steph Curry. No, I'm just playing. But he has a good point there, and he was very clear throughout the interview to say, I am not mad at women. I do, and he went a step further to say, I do not blame women. And thanks, Ken. Is Zeb and Jay, and Ken, is Zeb the one with the white shirt on? Is Zeb the one with the white shirt on? So and Brother Michael was saying 1 out of 10 males are alphas, period. The rest are simps and betas. So it's,
damn.
Like, Brother Mike, that's pretty hardcore. I think that it's really it on the manosphere side of the world, it's really hard. It's really hard to quantify it into like little bitty points, right? Because I consider myself a dude who I'm not afraid to run out and talk to women. I am bold. I am all those things, right? And I have had fun with chicks, but I've also went the other way. I've also gone trying to do the Disney fairy tale stuff. So I would fit in both categories. Just keeping it 100.
Is that the Patreon? Is those the Patreon stories?
Yeah, we could get into the stories once I have a Patreon. But just
I have never seen Don. I've never seen Don go blue pill.
Right. 100% blue. And
hey, look, get out the hot tub. Sorry, man.
That's fine.
You trying to get in the hot tub, man?
His dog is acting crazy. And thank you, Candace. Is Zeb on the left and Jay on the right? I appreciate that. Y'all the greatest. And then Schmeebles is also talking to Mike. I think it's even lower than that nowadays in the Western world. And I do want to say this about simps, right? And alphas, the people who we're calling alpha sigmas or whatever. Those guys that we are considering alphas, there are a lot of those guys out there who simp. They lead with their wallet. A lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Alphas. You think they're alphas,
There's a lot of them out there.
Putting on them airs. Yeah, but you can hide being a crackhead for only so long, you know what I'm saying? So
it comes
a whole
out
lot of them cats out there. So
right. There's a lot of them out there. And it becomes congruent. Like once they try to hold that frame for as long as they can, and all of a sudden you see them, flounder here, flounder there, buying this, buying that, taking them where they want to go. Like the chicks, they be like, oh, take me over here, and the guys will do it.
And that always kills me. I've never understood that. I mean, like, why would you spend money on somebody that is not your queen? And like me. Like I said, if your last name ain't Swanson, I ain't got nothing for you. So I mean,
he got something for you. It just ain't maybe. Yeah, he can't say what he got for you.
I ain't gonna spend nothing on you. I've said that to women today. I've never understood that. Like, why? I don't understand the lead with your wallet thing. What I personally would rather be wanted by a woman than needed. But that's just me.
Right. And then
plus, I'm cheap. I'm cheap. I ain't gonna lie.
And you're cheap, but that just goes to the point. It goes to that point that there are those guys who would put on the airs of being alpha. They'll put on, they'll play that role. But in actuality, once they get the girl that they fall for, they revert to that blue pill world instantly. They revert right back to the Disney fairy tale instantly, and they do all of the things that you're not supposed to do. Now, to me, the difference is the guy who doesn't know he's doing it, right? So, and I see that all the time. There'll be guys who are like, yeah, man, I did steps 1 through 5, and I got the girl that I really want, and now I'm having trouble with her because she's out doing this 3 or 4 stuff. And it's like, yeah, because you stopped. You know what I mean? Like that lifestyle ain't 1 through 5. That lifestyle is all day, every day, and it's not who you are.
That might not be who you are. You know what I mean? Like you know, you got your little checklist, and you going down the checklist. Like, you know, they said say this, they said do that. I did all that, but that might not be who you are. So you got your girl on false pretenses. You know what I mean? Like she ain't with you for who you are. She's with you for who she thinks you are. And then when you stop doing it, guess what? You know what I mean? She's like, oh, this ain't what I thought it was.
But you know,
at least he paying my bills, so you know I can stay with him. But I'm gonna go do this over here.
I'm gonna go do this over here. I'm gonna go holler at Jswans. I'm gonna go holler at, you know, Uncle Saint. You know what I mean? Like they gonna go to the guys who they gonna go to the guys who really. And I see everyone in the chat. Thank y'all so much for the interaction. Wally, salute, welcome, brother, welcome. Tia has something I definitely wanted to read. I'm gonna do my best to read as many as I can, but I really wanted to read this one. Tia, question. My parents been married for 41 years, and as far as I know, my dad has never cheated. Is he a simp or beta just because he doesn't cheat?
No, that man is an alpha, okay? Because it takes a true man. Because, you know, I mean, women are out there. You know, I talked to Don about this. Women are out there, and for some reason they could smell it. I don't know. Maybe the ring is like an aphrodisiac, but you know, they come at you all the time, and it takes a real man to be like, nah, I ain't with that. I got something special at home, you know, and I challenge anybody to say, well, that man's a simp because he ain't out there. What's it called? Exercising your options.
Exercise. Okay. Now I'm glad you said that.
It takes a real man to say no.
Now, okay? Tia, I agree with my brother right there. I agree 100%. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna ask you this, Jswans. Because that her father refused to exercise his options, in your eyes, that puts him at the elite of the elite, right? He's at the top of the 1%ers in your eyes. Would you say that? Because he did not. Right. Now, here's my thing. I agree with him. Now, that does not make him beta. That, in my opinion, that makes him super alpha because he had the woman. Now, here's the thing. Your dad, you know, he probably was like, I'm not going to put myself in a position where I might do these things that I may regret later. In other words, I'm not going to be all up in the club. I'm not going to be all up in somebody's penthouse with one of my homies who's single and he got all these baddies up here. I'm not going to do that. And I know these things because the one of the many things I'm proud of is if I'm in a relationship with a woman, if I tell a woman you're my woman, I've never cheated. I've never cheated ever. And the reason I didn't do that because I've seen how that affects women. Like women in my life who've been dealing with dudes who were exercising options or whatever, and I saw how that affected them. So I choose not to do that. Right now, do I have the opportunity to? Do I have the game? Do I have the the status and all that to exercise those options? Yes, I do, but I choose not to. Am I going to say the people who do exercise those options are wrong? No. And if you notice on the Fresh and Fit podcast, Myron says men should exercise options and they're fools if they don't. What does Fresh say? Fresh says, hey, man, one day I could see myself with a woman and I'm not exercising my options. So it doesn't matter. You have to think it through on your own, what works best for you as a man, because if you consider yourself top tier, you a man. Jswans, he's a man. He's his own man. DL Saint, I'm my own man. I don't really give a shit what you think.
And that's big. And that's real. I mean, I get people talking to me all the time about, man, you've done this and you've done that, and like that's all man stuff. And, and if I did some of the things that you would do, I'd be, waving a flag and advertising and all this and that. And I tell them the same thing every time. That's not what I'm proud of. The things I've done in my past, the Ranger School and the airborne stuff and all that. Cool. Look, anybody could do that. Okay. Anybody could do that. But it takes a special kind of person to be in a committed relationship, and have to, and give that 100% that you have to give day in and day out. Like I said, I hate that 50-50 crap. Marriage is 50-50. Now marriage is 100-100. Okay. It takes a real man to put that type of effort in. And I tell people what I'm proud of is, I've been with the same woman for going on 26 years. I've raised 2 men, that are going on with their lives and successful. That's what I'm proud of. That's what makes a man. I've held my relationship together with my wife, for that long. That's what being a man is. That's what being an alpha is. Like I said, little boys can go run around and chase women all day long, but it takes a man to stand by your woman and be there for her and to hold your relationship together.
Yeah. And the only pushback I would give, if you are a guy that's done all that, you are a top tier guy and you choose to exercise your options. And here's the thing, another thing, your woman agreed before y'all start the relationship that this is how it is. There's no lying involved. There's no, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's no sneaking involved. And that's another thing that they say, people get on me about, why you listen to Fresh and Fit? If y'all truly listen to what they say, they're like, look, it should be open on my end. And this is the words of Myron Gaines. It's open on my end and closed on hers. But he tells them up front before we get into this relationship, this is how it's going to be. Most men, when I say most, I'm making up numbers here, but I'm gonna say 97% of men, they lie. They let women believe one thing and then they do something else, and that's why it gets ugly. It gets messy. Be a man, tell the truth. When I run a rotation, I run a rotation. If I got 5, 6 in a rotation, I'm telling you number 4 of 6. I'm telling you that day one. You ain't got to key my cars. You ain't got to flap my tires. You ain't got to go get your brothers or cousins to come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? You agreed to this up front. That's alpha. That's what you need to do. That's being brave. These men out here who are lying to these women, man, I'm sorry, I can't respect that. Why do I rock with Myron and Fresh? They don't lie.
Hold on. Now remember, if you're just trying to smash, Uncle Jay says, go ahead and lie.
And that's Uncle Jay. I don't do that.
Lie like a rug.
I don't do that. That's Uncle Jay. That's Uncle Jay.
If you want to be in a relationship, though, you gotta talk about it. You gotta discuss it. You gotta understand what's going to be tolerated and what's not going to be tolerated. Like I said, my lady, from day one, we were kids. She was not having it. Like I told Lou that story when we first started talking and she tried to give me a little bit of lip.
What did you do? What did you do?
Have attitude. I turned and tried to holler at her friend right next to her, and she kicked me. And I'm like, "What? We ain't together." And she's like, "You wasn't supposed to do that. You were supposed to come, talk to me." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know the rules. I didn't know the rules at the time." So, but no, I mean, look, in your gut, like I said before, in your gut what you're doing is right and what you're doing is wrong. And it's up to you to make that determination. Like I said, I consider an alpha male. You could be as strong as you want, but if you're not mentally strong as well as physically, then you ain't got nothing going on. That's me. Oh, and physically, emotionally, and mentally strong, then you ain't got nothing going on.
You ain't got no. Miss AK ladies in the house, what's good, love? Thanks for coming through. Like I said, I'm not gonna read every single chat, but Wiley has a statement here that I wanted to read that. If he never cheated because he chose the right woman, it's not necessarily that, brother. It's about
it's a choice you make.
It's a choice you make as a man, and it's about living up to your own personal code. That's what that is. Think back to the knights of old, man, and knights of chivalry and all that. Think back in the day when men died over their word, right? And that's how I look at it. Like if you got the right woman and you like, I'm going to do this because this is what I feel is best. And I hate to say I feel merch, but it's like, this is what's best. You dig? So it's not necessarily like you got the right one. Once you commit, you get married, you might marry the wrong one, right? And then you might be stuck.
Yeah, you made a choice. You know what I mean? But and that goes to having those conversations. That's why I said I'm not a fan of the checklist. I did A, B, C, and D. I'm like, be who you are. Be who you are. You want a woman that wants to be with you because of who you are, not somebody you're trying to be. You don't want a woman that needs you. You want a woman that wants to be with you. And in order for a relationship to be successful, she's got to want to be there just as much as you want her there and as you want to be with her.
That's what's up. And then Brother Mike, shout out to you, man. I won't cheat with a woman that's an FBI. She's feminine, beautiful, and an inspiration to my life. I would add one thing, brother, under inspiration, so long as she adds value. And it seems to me that is the value that you're looking for, the inspiration part. But if she adds value to your life, man, like with Jswans and his wife, Nia, my little sister, listen. They add value to one another. I watched them grow. I literally watched them go from nothing, from minus nothing. They started below zero to where they are. So yes, sir. I was right there. I was right there. And I mean,
there at them apartments, boy. Whew.
Yes, sir. I was right there. Yeah, we had the honeycomb hideout, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. We ain't gonna but I was right there. And here's another thing too. And Jswans says this. I'm gonna get him started and I'm gonna let him finish this because I'm hoping he'll share something. He might not, but I'm hoping he will. You have to, as a top tier man, you have to have top tier men in your circle.
Yeah, no doubt.
When the time comes that you may go looking for some advice, you have to be very careful who you get that advice from, who you seek that information from. Women make this mistake all the time. They go ask a 3 or 4 for some relationship advice, and it goes horribly wrong, and it could go wrong for men too.
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is, just surround you. Look, know who you're talking to, for real. I mean, know who you're talking to, because your boys, they'll get your lady in a heartbeat, for real. I mean, like my circle is real small, like real small. Like I said, I can look, Marv is down now, Jay, and Mike Jones, and that's it. But these are brothers that know me, know my family, know my wife. These are brothers that, if something happened to me, I know they would take care of my family.
Right.
And, Nay and I, we have a rule in our house, we don't have people over unless we can leave $100 bill on the table and not worry about it. That's how we get done. So my circle is definitely tight, because you don't want, well, first of all, like when Nay and I have issues, we don't advertise it. We don't go talking to people. We keep that in our household. People swear up and down we have this perfect marriage. And I'm like, yeah, y'all just don't know.
It is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Exactly. There you go. On paper. But I mean, like everybody else, you have issues. But we work them out. We work them out amongst ourselves. And if I ever do feel like that I'm gonna go out and do something stupid, or somebody's in my head, because the devil knows when you're weak. And when you're weak, the devil will send something your way. Okay. You talk to your people that you're close to, and I will call people that I know will tell me, hey, what the fuck is wrong with you? And in those words, actually, and I know my man Don, if I was to do something, he might hit me.
Ain't no might about it. Ain't no might about it, bro.
He might light me up. If I was to go run on my girl. Hey, look, put it this way, you're in a good place when you got your friends telling you, yo, you fucked this up. I'm still cool with her, right? Like, that's my little sister.
Right.
That's when you're in a good place with your people.
might put you outside the circle.
Hey, for real.
You know what I mean? For real.
Hey, my own father told me that, that's my daughter, right?
Man, you might lose your status. And y'all, Jswans is a monster, man. I ain't gonna lie. He's a big dude. So I hit him, and then I'll grab my shotgun and I tag him with one of them beanbag rounds.
Beanbag joints in the knee.
Yeah, get the jig. Pow, back up now.
But no, I mean, but that's the key to it all. But once again, I mean, make sure your circle is full of alphas, and it's up to you to figure out what an alpha is. Like I said, I may have different ideas than other people, but it's up to you to figure it out. Make sure your circle's full of alphas, because you get a beta in there, or or a simp, or whatever y'all want to call them. You get some Negro in there that as soon as he sees some weakness, or he sees a crack in the armor, he's going after your girl.
They going. They'll come. They'll come when you're at your weakest, man. You think they down with you, man, and before you know it, they over there trying to, they engage in a relationship with your woman.
For real.
You got to be careful of that, y'all. And women, you got to be careful of that as well. It's one of those things, bro. There's a lot of selfish people on this planet, bro. There's people have no control of themselves. And Sister Tia, thank you for answering that. Means a lot. I respect my father, and he taught me to respect myself in order to be respected by a man. Absolutely. It sounds like, go ahead.
That's the key. I was gonna say that's the key right there. You know what I mean? Like, your father taught you to, look, make them men respect you. You know what I mean? Don't go around screaming, I want somebody to respect me, but then you got your boobies and your booty hanging out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
I respect that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's amazing that your father taught that to you. You know what I mean? If I had a daughter, you know what I mean? I would be all on her like that. Like, don't make these men come to you. Make these men want you.
Yep. And Brother Smeebles, what makes a real man at the end of the day, in my opinion, whether it's with one woman or multiple, as long as you're doing your duty, taking care of them and willing to die for them. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I'm with you on that too. I mean, I'm not, y'all know I'm not a very religious kind of person, but like in the Islamic faith, you can have multiple wives, but you got to take care of them equally. You have to attend to them equally. Right. And I'm with that. Yeah, you can't. And I don't know much about that religion, but I do know that part. And yes. And at the end of the day, man, I say alpha when I'm having these conversations with people. I like the term top tier, but I like honorable men. When I say that I feel you're an honorable man, that means you've earned my respect on some level.
Yeah.
Right.
I've looked you with that alpha thing. Yeah. Change that to, an honorable man. Because I think that's more impressive. That's way more impressive than being an alpha, brother.
But I don't want everybody using it though. That's why I keep using it. It's a thing that I
like use. The Foxy Brown. You done got everybody using the Foxy Brown,
bro. Hey, talk about that Foxy Brown. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that Foxy Brown. And then Candace was saying to Smeebles, marriage is a duty. It is a duty. It is a duty, and I think there are a lot of women who don't realize that.
Nah, marriage is an honor, man.
But there's duty. There's also duty along with that.
Yeah,
there's a duty. There's duty. There's obligation. There's honor, and all that's wrapped in together.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot, man. Like people think it's easy, but it's a lot, man. It definitely is. But I mean, like I said, I wish Ned was available because I'd be like, yo, come here and talk to these people because, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, and that's the other part. Like I know something that, you know, Suzette was talking about on her show, like they were talking about different roles and this and that. And look, my thing is this, you know, if you're going to be with somebody, be with someone, like you said, that adds value to you. You know, seek that out. Seek someone that adds, you know, that brings something. Where you're weak, that person is strong. You know, a lot of men are like, well, you know, I need to lead. You know, I mean, there's many times I fall back because my wife is amazing and she has her talents and she is better at things than I am. And there's things where she'll fall back on me. She'll fall back and be like, no, he's got this. Especially if there's something going down. She'll be like, you know, when we were dating, she used to tell people, you know what I mean? Like, and I used to tell her, stop this. You won't get me hurt. But she would tell people like, you know who my boyfriend is? He will fuck you up. He kills people for a living.
Ladies, don't do that. Ladies, please don't do that. That will get, like, yeah, cut that out. Or you're gonna either get me hurt or locked up. Both are bad. For real.
You know, fortunately, it never really got to that often.
Yeah. Yeah, or all the way to that. But and brothers Smeebles and Candace are having a nice little discussion back and forth. Smeebles is saying marriage is a risk for men. Why would I marry someone in the first world country? If for some reason she wants out, I lose half of everything I created and more if I have children. And he has a really good point there. But that's not the conversation of this particular episode.
You know how I feel about that, yeah.
Right. But he has a good point there. I get that. I do get that. And the key being first world country. I don't want to marry. I don't want to marry this government. To marry, you know, if I want to marry some woman, I don't want to be married to the government.
You know what? You know, if you go into something expecting failure, then most likely you're gonna fail. You know, my attitude is if you don't shoot, you can't score. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, with risk, there's reward, and that's my thing. You gotta choose wisely, brothers. You gotta vet. You know what I mean? You gotta date. You gotta get to know that person. You can't just be like, yo, this chick's a baddie. I'm gonna jump right in. You can't do that. No, the Foxy Brown is amazing, brothers. The Foxy Brown is the same.
It's the same.
Okay, you make it amazing. Yeah. All right, you make it amazing.
It's the same.
So you gotta start thinking with your head and not your head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what bites you in the ass.
And even Candace M, like I said, she's, you know, we're all fresh and fit world. Like she agrees. She's like, it's talking about marriage. Like it's a bad deal for men. I don't disagree. She's being in the West, in the first world countries. It is. The laws haven't caught up to where we are with our, you know, relationships and all that kind of stuff right now. So, but yeah. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep moving. I'm just trying to catch up with the chats, and then we're gonna jump back. I mean, I'm just trying to show them.
Yeah, man, you're supposed to have this done. Like, what's the problem? You slow? You want to slow?
I'm getting a lot of interaction, bro. That's what I mean.
You hit 50 and you hit 50. Your fingers don't work. You got to. Damn, I better stop. I'm about to. You got the Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, and I already got me in trouble once, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sister Sue done jumped out of here. You was talking all that craziness. I'm like, oh, man, there goes Suzette Speaks. Thank you. Thanks, Jswans, for hooking a brother up. You know what I mean? A lot of activity in the chat. Thank y'all so much for the interaction. And man, we're already 43 minutes into this.
Man, Florida's hot, man. It's humid. It just rained. Man, I'm out here by the pool, man.
You come on, bro. You got a pool right there in a hot tub. You know what I mean? You got all that right there. So I'm just showing all the chats right now. I am going to hit the next part that I wanted to bring up.
You're supposed to have them clips ready to go.
I got them ready to go. It's just I was trying to catch up with the clip. So we're right here with the next one. If men were more correct.
Apply to me. I'm special.
And that also kind of touches on, like I mentioned earlier, if men move properly, they're a reflection of us. So that's why I was mentioning too, even with the attention shit. You're right. These dudes, they just that shit is crazy.
It is crazy.
It's like even like with me, crazy. I don't follow bitches.
Yeah, same.
I don't like bitches pictures. I'm not in bitches comment section. So kind of like with the attention shit. If you're not fucking with me, I'll shoot the shot. But if you're not fucking with me, you get none of my attention.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if every dude moved like that, women would move accordingly. But like you,
okay, that's absolutely correct.
All right,
I got nothing for that. You know what I mean? That's absolutely correct. If dudes wasn't, you know, Like I said, if dudes wasn't checking out the girl with the booty shorts on and that wasn't getting them attention, then they would change how they doing. Women are smart, bro. What did we say the other day? Women's dating game is much better than men's.
Oh, much better. The female dating strategy is far superior to male dating strategy, in my opinion. And they're like, Saint, what do you mean by that? Female dating strategy, hypergamy, is far superior than than the way men date, because we date down. Y'all just, and it's just, and that's what the manosphere is trying. Well, yeah, that's what the manosphere is trying to. That's the message the manosphere is putting out. Understand that female dating strategy is way different than ours. Then they don't say it's superior. That's just my take. I think it's superior. And you need to get up on game, and that's what these guys are telling you. Fresh and Fit, Rolo Tomasi, Rich Cooper, all these guys are out there trying to tell you. Y'all need to understand how they move.
Like, how do y'all not understand that? I mean, like that's something that's like since caveman times, brother. Like, the women ain't dating the dude that's picking flowers in the corner. She dating the dude that's hunting the hogs and the dinosaurs. You know, I mean, women got that. They got it on lock. And plus, if the game changes, women will change. They will adjust. Men, look, we just dumb, dude. We just like, we too busy, sniffing around that Foxy Brown.
Hey, trying to smash. Just trying to smash. I just want to smash. Okay, fine. But it's like my buddy Davis said, man, women plan, men react.
Yes. What do you say? If a woman files for divorce, she's been divorced for 2 years in her head.
Already. She's already been divorced.
I'm like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? If I was a woman, look, if I had a daughter, I would teach her to be like that. I'd be like, yo, look, you see that dude over there? He broke. Don't mess with him. You know what I mean? He ain't got nothing going on. Well, what we talk about? Oh, him and his mom, they're going to get together. They're going to start a business. Yeah. Okay. You know what? You see that guy over there that's trying to be an engineer? Go holler at him. Yes. But like you said, dudes would be like, you know what? I know she dumb and she she ain't got nothing. She sleep in a box, but she got a fat ass. I'm gonna go get it though.
I'm gonna go get it.
I'm gonna wipe her up.
I'm gonna wipe her up. And
then they're gonna get mad when she spend all this money.
And then get divorced and she gets the other half. Like, she gets even more of this money. Like, bro, we know how the rules are. And I'm with Smeebles. And Brother Smeebles did put another one on here. Women have been practicing their strategy from a young age since males have been chasing them from the get-go.
Bro,
and that's real talk.
It's
real talk. That's real talk. So, and here's the thing that, as far as me and Jswans are concerned, we're older. So the whole internet dating realm is we didn't have that. We didn't have that.
We'd actually go talk to girls.
Right.
We had to go out there face to face and talk to them. We had to run them down.
We had to run them down.
And then bite them on the ass. And then, I'm sorry, I was having a moment.
But yeah, I see that. About to call Nair. But here's the thing though. Does that mean that women that were around when we came up were not hypergamous? Absolutely not. Of course they were hypergamous.
Yeah, they were.
Of course they were still doing their thing. Of
like
course they had mass dudes.
Go watch Martin. Go watch them episodes of Martin. Go watch how Gina and Pam moved. Pam wasn't dating no broke cats.
Right. And we talking about the Martin Lawrence show. Martin.
Yeah. Because remember, Romy Rome was getting it.
Romy
Rome was fun. Like, he had money with the MCM, short suit on.
The original player.
Exactly.
Himalayas. Exactly. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all got to go watch. That's old people talk right there. But that show was insane. You know what I'm saying?
But that's been going on forever. Like, we keep talking about that song, ain't no romance without finance. You got to have a J-O-B. You want to be with me?
If you want to be with me. Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Bro, like I said, you can't be mad at women because they doing what they do. I mean, even in the animal kingdom, don't no lion want no sickly, weak lion. You know what I mean? They want the big lion. They want to make bigger lion kids.
Why do you think the peacocks have those feathers? The male peacocks, because they're genetically the best. That's how they get the mates.
Exactly. So I mean, I agree with the whole thing about, you got to make yourself better. If you want to attract a good woman, that's that, and that's all true. The only thing I push back on, and I'm not sure if I miss, because, I don't watch the show that much. I don't know if I miss, but, you don't improve yourself to get a woman. You improve yourself because you need to improve yourself.
And I'll stop you right there. Anyone who watches Fresh and Fit knows that that's what they preach all the time. You get better. You want to become the best version of yourself make as much money as you can. You want to be successful.
Yeah.
You want to get your knowledge up, not for women. You
For
do
yourself.
these things and the women come. Yes, that's what
And
they
you know,
preach.
No, I think it goes beyond that. The women will come and they will stay because you actually are becoming the person you want to be. You're becoming that person. You're not pretending to be that person. You're not using a checklist to get women. You're actually becoming the person that they want. And when they see that's really who you are, they stick around.
They stick around. But again, what Myron Gaines says it all the time. You're not doing it for women. If you do these things, you become the best man you can be. Women they become the byproduct of that success, of that hard work. That's what he says. And there's a lot of truth in that. Brother Sean, welcome. I agree, since all women have been chasing men they want, they can just pick the best man out of them that best suits what she wants. In other words, they wait at the finish line and they pick the winners. Shout out to Rich Cooper.
Yes.
That's what women do. They wait at the finish line and they pick the winners. Shout out to Rich Cooper.
And I will tell you, if men could do that,
we would.
No, we still wouldn't.
We'll pick the big booty winner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come over here, girl. I'll bite that butt. That's what we'll pick.
Look at that thoroughbred back there in the back. Look at it.
Hey, boy. And thank y'all so much. Candace, thank you so much. I know I'm still small, y'all. I haven't been monetized, but when I do, I'm telling you, I'm throwing wrenches out like crazy. And I appreciate the love, y'all. I really do. But we love having these conversations, especially as the old head. I like to bounce them off of Jswans because we're from the same era. And a lot of this stuff, when I tell him, he's like, man, are you crazy? But then he'll go think about it and he'll come back like, okay, I see what you're saying.
I'll be like, yeah, I mean, I talk to, like I said, I talk to my kids, Jalen and JD, I mean, like I said, JD's over in Korea right now. So, get him some love if y'all can. And then Jalen, he's over at UNLV graduating this year. And,
hey, listen, my godson is over in Korea. Give him some love, even though he's a leg. I don't normally, legs don't deserve love. They deserve wings.
So,
they deserve wings. He needs to go to airborne school.
Yeah, for real.
Can't believe you had a leg, bro. Really? You had a leg?
That's Naya's side of the family. But no, I mean, it's just, I talk to them about it, kind of what's going on with them, and both of them have a hard time. They have a hard time understanding it as well, because, like I said, I mean, I don't know what it is. Don talks about the 6 foot, the 6-pack thing, whatever. And both my sons are over 6 feet tall. And,
6 feet, 6-pack, 6 figures. That's I've heard that before, and I was in Miami when I heard that. By the way.
Yeah, and I have a hard time with it. And but I mean, if that's what it is, like I said, I'm not out there dating. I'm not out there dating. I know, I know when I get approached, but by women and this and that, I kind of laugh it off. Like I tell Don, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that's what was happening. I didn't know that.
Yo, Jswans, you got a lot of booty talk jumping off in the chat, man. You're talking about biting booties, fellas. If you go bite a booty, make sure it's real. Make sure it's real. You've been broken tooth biting on the wrong butt. Now you got to be careful.
Don't be biting on that Kardashian booty.
Yeah, don't be biting on them hard ones, but you've been and broken tooth.
Hey,
make sure it's real.
Hey, and don't mess with none of them Kardashian type women, because I tell you, man, they done ruin more brothers.
Because they game's on point. They game's on point. I ain't gonna lie, man. The Kardashians, Brittany Renner. Hey, salute to them. They game's on point.
He done. Kanye done. You know what I'm saying?
Bruce Jenner ain't even a man anymore. How about that?
Ain't a man no more. Kobe got arrested, so he ain't even with us no more.
Man.
Yeah, so stay away from the Kardashians. But hey, but you know what though? If you're gonna bite it, bite a real one. But remember, fellas, if you're gonna bite on the booty, okay, bite her hard enough to leave a mark, but don't draw no blood. Okay, she want to show her friends. All right.
And here's the disclaimer: if you plan on biting a woman on her butt like that, please go pay the retainer to your attorney first. Pay the lawyer up front.
Nah, just
pay the lawyer up front. Because you're gonna catch a case.
Just give her a little pop like that. Just a little pop. Like, go make me a sandwich. That's how you do it. You're gonna catch a case. You're gonna be knocking on doors talking about hi. Every time.
Hi, I'm Jswans, and I have to tell you I live in the neighborhood because I bit somebody on their booty. That's what's gonna happen to you.
Never failed me.
Yeah.
Never failed.
Oh Lord.
Never failed.
See, I should have got out the chat. See, Suzette knew this was coming. Right? Suzette knew it was coming. She's like, let me get out of here. It's about to get too crazy. You about to pop red smoke up in this joint, bro.
Look, Don will tell you he talking all this shit, but he knows my shit worked. Ask him. Look at him. That shit works every time.
No, sirree, Billy. You won't have me run up. This was back in the early 90s. I wasn't running up biting on booties. No, I did not do that. Even back then, boy,
this is the same cat that told me you got to run them down. Because, I used to just stare and they used to just come over and talk.
Yeah, you got to run them down, bro. But I didn't say bite them on the butt, bro.
Hey, look, fellas, you want to model your life after someone? Watch How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy. That is the Bible.
Pull over.
That is the Bible.
Won't step from the car, sir. Please step away from the vehicle. Please step away. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, put your hands on your head, please. Thank you.
Hey, and remember, if you get caught, it wasn't me. You lie. I don't care if she catch you on the downstroke, tap you on the shoulder, and says your name. You look her dead in the eye and you say it wasn't me.
Hey, you know why he got away with that, y'all?
Believe me or your lying eyes.
You know why he got away with that, y'all? There were no cameras. There were no cameras. Nowadays, man, it's 1080p everywhere, bro. You can't do nothing without getting caught, man.
Hey, R. Kelly got on video. He didn't get caught.
He had that good attorney. I told you, I get the attorney first. He had that attorney on retainer. The record labels had that attorney. They had that law firm waiting. They're like, y'all know Robert gonna pee on somebody. Y'all know Robert gonna pee on somebody.
That brother got on the camera, started singing, I Believe I Can Fly.
Man. Dude was like, he caught the first few cases, went to his A&R. They were like, man, no police here. He was like, here go my new album. And it was remixed. Hot and fresh out the kitchen, mama rolling that body. They're like, all right, bro, you can go ahead. You can catch 3 more cases. Just give us another album like this.
I tell you, bro, I feel nasty just listening to R. Kelly because that's how Babies was made through the 90s, early 2000s.
Oh my God, him and Jodeci, man. I'm telling you, man. I don't listen to his music now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I just can't. I can't listen to R. Kelly.
I'm telling you, because you feel dirty.
Mike Jackson, I can listen to because there is no video of him peeing on nobody.
Hey, check it out though. Quietly, sometimes at night, and I put on a little R. Kelly.
Stop now. Stop. Time out.
Down low, though.
Time out. TV time out, bro. Let's draw up a play, Jswans. You about to fuck this up. Let's draw up a play, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Time out. Time. Come sit down, bro. Come over here and sit down. You finna. Remember when I said about having good men around you, right? This is my job. We teammates. T.O., baby. Come over. Let's draw this play up. Let's draw this play up.
But I'll tell you this, though. I don't know how these cats be listening to that. What's that rap dude that goes, what is that shit?
Damn if I know, bro. You had somebody in the chat, man. I thought you just had I thought that was your CTE acting up, bro. I ain't know what you was doing.
People like,
we gonna blame that on the war.
Yeah.
So he ain't right, y'all. He ain't right. But yeah, brother Michael, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, Red Pill Mike, yes, R.I.P. Red Pill Mike, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels to go. Absolutely, that's real talk, man. Red Pill Mike, let's never forget. That was one of the original warriors in the manosphere, bro. I wasn't fortunate enough to meet Red Pill Mike, but I was right there reading all the super chats, and I know of him. I interact with the people who did know him, and yeah, he was definitely one of the great ones. He shall be missed. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. There's a lot going on. Han's in the house, man. Misogyny, absolutely, man. We got Jswans in here acting a fool. Candace is crying. You know what I mean? Yeah, R. Kelly just be peeing. Yeah, man, that's just whatever. Miss AK even was like, yo, Jswan. Like, I had to call the timeout. I don't know. Oh, yeah, he got, let me add you back to the stream.
You just mad because you don't want to admit that you be listening to some R. Kelly.
I really don't. I mean, he was the greatest. I still listen to Mike, though, because, Mike didn't have any pictures.
I'll tell you this, man. How did they not know Brother Kelly had them issues, man? He wrote a song talking about, you may be young, but you ready. Get the fuck out of
here. Right. We should have listened to the lyrics. We should have listened to and then Aaliyah was out there talking about, rest in peace to Aaliyah. She was amazing, but age ain't nothing but a number. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that?
Man.
We should have known. Designer is the name of the artist Designer. Do you know? That's what I don't know. Sean was saying. And then Foxtrot Sierra podcast. I remember RP Mike calling in on Fresh and Fit Studio, always dropping them gems for us. May he rest in peace. Absolutely, man. Red Pill Mike, rest easy, brother. We got it from here. You know what I mean? And that's, you know what I mean? That's the way moving forward. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to continue. Where am I supposed to be at? 51. So right here, talking about Instagram. Right. And they made some really good points. And it was Zed made some really good points about Instagram. I just want to play this real quick and then we're going to try to wrap it up. We're already an hour in. I will go 45 minutes, but we're having too much fun.
I know, man.
And that was a fantastic analogy.
And another one I like to use is you got to understand, if I got your girl Instagram, I essentially got her number. I can FaceTime your girl. I can call your girl whenever I want. I can text, aka
Facts.
DM your girl whenever I want. I can get daily updates and see what she's posting every single day.
That's all you need, gang. That's all you need.
That's just another add-on as far as like why I look at a lot of social media as essentially dating apps, because I have your number. You saw Drake recently just reached out to this dude's wife. Why does he have access to your wife? Because he has essentially her public number. Instagram is like your public phone number.
Yep.
Anybody can reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? So
we went viral.
Yo.
That's funny. And, you know, and what's crazy about that is that, you know, like, you know, Nay and I, you know, we share the social media stuff. And everybody.
What do you mean by that? Y'all share?
Well, you know, we got the same Facebook page and, you know, like we're on each other's Instagram pages. You know what I mean? Like it's funny. And people be giving us crap about that. Like, you know, and I'm like, I never thought about it like that. But we didn't do that. Like, it wasn't something that it was planned. It's like, it's kind of organic. It just kind of happened. Like, you know, like my phone rings, you know, Nay, I'm like, answer my phone, you know.
Well, y'all moved there. I know for a fact, and I'm not putting my man Jswan's business out there, but I know for a fact when he's moving, before we were retired, he was on the management side of the world. So he had to take a lot of meetings. He had to meet with a lot of people, right? Oh, yeah. Airport people, law enforcement people, business people. He had to do all these meetings. That was his job. And I know for a fact, because I've been in these tight meetings, that women shoot they shot.
Yeah.
Women shoot they shot.
I want to sit here and be like, no, it ain't like, nah, it's, yeah.
And I also know for a fact that my brother Jswans will always say, they would like try to set up a date, being cool. Maybe we can get coffee, and Jswans would be like, "Fine, I'll have my wife get back to you and set the date."
Yeah, I made it a point to anytime I dealt with a woman, to that she knew who my wife was, and vice versa. And you know, and I never really thought about that. I just kind of did it, you know, just out of respect. I mean, you know, because I had women that worked for me. And, you know, like you said, they were shooting their shots. And I would make it a point. Like, you know, my wife was like the team mom of the facility that I was in charge of. you know, if there was an issue, if there was a woman, I would call her if there were woman issues. We had an issue, and here's the best of one. With the complaint was there was a woman that had an odor issue.
Ooh, what do you? Okay, I don't even want to get into it. That's fine.
Yeah, don't even
continue.
But the other women were, you know, trying to get me to talk to her. And I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. Let me call Janaea. How do I deal with this? You know, Janaea's like, you tell them to go handle their business.
Now, fellas, I want to pause him right there. This is how you keep yourself out of trouble. Now, I know there's a large segment of men out there who would say, hey, bro, go ahead and exercise those options. But Brother Jay wasn't on that. That's not what he established with his woman.
Well, I guess, the option that I exercise is no. You know what I mean? Because here's where that marriage thing comes in. Here's where that 100% on both sides. You know, I want my marriage to work. So in order for me to make my marriage work, I have to do things a certain way in order to make that happen. You know, just like I tell my sons, if you want something, it's not enough to say, I want this. You know, I want a cookie. You got to get your ass up and go get the cookie. You know, that sort of thing. So there's a difference in that. Now, if making your marriage work, you know, is not important to you, or like you said, if y'all discussed it, your lady's like, yeah, go ahead and do what you want to do. You know, go ahead and sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. You know, I mean, go do your thing. But know this, okay? I know a lot of brothers that think that, you know, that they are the man, like their lady ain't going nowhere, their lady ain't doing nothing. My lady knows her place and blah, blah, blah. You know, she ain't nothing about it. Brothers, fellas, your lady is way better at doing the shit you're doing than you are. Trust and believe.
For all you young brothers out there, there's a song from the 70s. It go a little like this. Who's making love to your old woman while you out making love?
Yes. You know,
And here's the answer to it. This dude right here. I can't tell you how many married women, like I say all the time, I've never bagged a married woman. She bagged me.
There you go.
I've never bagged a married woman ever. There's nothing I could say to get a woman. If you ran into Jswan's wife by chance, there's nothing you can say to get her to be interested in you. Nothing.
And mind you, he knows because he's been around us since we were kids.
Since the beginning. There's nothing you can say. And it's like Andrew Tate says, if a woman truly loves, respects, and admires you, if she really believes that you are the best man for her, the best man that she can get, other men are invisible to her. They're invisible.
Yeah, like I said, he's been around my wife, you know what I mean, with and without me around. He knows. So I mean, but nah, just fellas, I'm letting you know, for all y'all fellas out there to think that, you got things on lock and, your girl knows her place and she ain't going nowhere. She is way better at it than you think.
Way better at it.
Way better at it.
and Brother Wally out there, he was like, don't forget about Facebook Messenger, man. Like Instagram is like Facebook Messenger on steroids. Man, Instagram is ridiculous, bro. You can have voice calls. You're texting. Right, you're doing regular phone calls, you're FaceTiming, all that from that platform. Yes,
that's crazy. I didn't even know that because I don't go in there. You know what I mean? So I don't even
ask for numbers anymore. When we came up, it was all about getting that number. I'm like, yo, what's your Instagram? And here's the thing, I've only met one woman that didn't have an Instagram. One, she had a Facebook or whatever, but she didn't have an Instagram because I'm like, yo, what's your Instagram? And normally they just they give it right to you. So when someone says, like when the Fresh and Fit podcast or Myron Gaines is like, hey, if you're in a committed relationship and your woman is posting sexy pics, she's like twerking, half nude, she's, DMing guys, that is a form of cheating. And that's what we're going to talk about next. That's what's coming up right here. So give me 1 second.
Yeah. That's
here we go. Yeah, it is though.
Like it's cheating. And I agree. I don't think you should be on social media if you got a relationship, but so many dudes, this goes back to the dudes. So many dudes allow girls to be in relationships and have it.
Yes.
So it's if we were to reverse it, right? If you heard girls talking about complaining, right? Dudes should take us on 5 dates.
Yeah.
We would look at them and just be like,
5?
Well, you're not requiring me to take you on 5 dates. So it sounds cute, stupid, but I'm gonna do what I need to do I'm just fuck. You see what I'm trying to say? So on the flip side, when I see situations like that, I blame the dude. I don't blame her. It's like you allow your girl to do certain shit.
Yeah.
You get kind of what I'm trying to say.
So what are your thoughts on that, brother?
5 dates? That's not the rule.
The rule is this many, y'all. Always been the rule. This many. But they younger though. Better Gents podcast. Welcome, brother. Thanks for coming in. They talked about something similar on the Lapeef Network last night. As a man, can you accept an expensive gift from a female coworker if you have a wife?
No.
Can your wife accept gifts from men?
No. Well, the answer, that's a hell's to a no.
Say a hell's to a no.
Tell you. No, here's the thing. First of all, let's go to the podcast thing, right? He said, men allow their women to have social media, whatever. Okay, first of all, if your woman is truly, she loves you and she's really into you, she's not going to want all that. She's not going to want that social media. You know what I mean? It's not even a discussion that needs to be had. Okay. And as far as accepting gifts, once again, if she really cares about you and loves you, it's about the respect. So no, she's not going to take no gift from no man.
So, well, let me push back just a little. I agree with you, but just let me push back a little bit. All right. The younger generation, they didn't grow up with the same sensibilities, the same experiences that we grew up with.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true. I mean, they may not have been raised with the same sensibilities. We talked about, like JD and his social media. JD's social media presence is hilarious because people don't believe it because he's not on there all the time.
Yes. For anyone who's, if you're thinking about joining the United States military, they will scrub through your social media.
Yeah.
If you have stuff on there that they feel is inappropriate, they being the United States government, they will not allow you to enlist. So when they looked at my godson's social media, they didn't believe it.
Yeah, they called us.
Yeah, he must be hiding. We can't find it. Well, you the United States government. If you can't find it, what makes you think I'm gonna find it? And again, Jswans and my sister Naya was like, he don't have a presence. He's not on social media like that. They didn't want to accept that. They didn't believe it.
And the difference is that we explain to them, I mean, okay, the social media should be talked to our kids like we talk about credit and money, okay? Because social media can destroy your life. I mean, it can mess up scholarships, job opportunities, everything else. So you got to be careful with it. So that's what our kids were talked about when they were young. That's how we talked to them when they were young. We explained that to them, so they're keenly aware of it. Now, but once again, but he said, social media is like, it's like having a cell phone now. Like us having a cell phone back then. You can't tell your girl not to have a cell phone. You can't do it. So once again, it comes back to, if she respects you enough, she'll take care of that stuff on her own.
Right. You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, my wife's in a sorority, and the frat brothers, I mean, it would not shock me at all if they were trying to holler at her on a regular basis, but she's not giving that any energy because she knows I'll deal with that. She told me, I'm like that.
Yeah. And brother Jason is saying, reference the gifts. The head of the household accepts the gifts on behalf of everyone under said household, or everyone in the house. So the man would have to go out. Would you say yes to that, or just like you just kind of nip that all the way together?
There's no I accept a gift for the household, man. First of all, nobody's coming to my house and giving my wife a gift. Well, no, if you come over and bring a bottle, if you come over and you bring a bottle of wine, it's assumed it's for the house.
Okay, but I mean, I get what, because they were talking about that little Peef Network thing, and I didn't watch it, but I'm just kind of thinking, well, maybe if it's a birthday kind of thing, and it's like, well, nah, man. Here's the thing: single men should not be giving gifts to your woman. More importantly, she should not be accepting said gift.
Exactly, she wouldn't accept it. Like, okay, like if you brought Naya a gift for her birthday, she would accept it for you without hesitation.
Well, I better get her a gift, or I'm gonna get hit in the head.
For real. You know what I mean? If let me see, if Marv gave her a gift, she might be a little hesitant because she doesn't know Marv as well, but she knows that I know Marv, and we have a relationship, so she probably would accept it from Marv. You know what I mean? But let's say one of your cousins, from over there in Tampa, one of your other cousins down there in Tampa gave her a gift. She probably wouldn't take it. She'd be like, "Who are you?"
Right. Like, I don't know you. What's this?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, no man is going to come to my house and give my wife a gift. It's not going to happen, because I don't know what it is. I don't know if I give off that energy. I don't know what it is, but that's completely disrespectful.
Right. And then Sister Tia is saying men and women should not have friends, quote unquote, of the opposite sex if they're in committed relationships.
You can have friends, but it should be friends of both of yours. Does that make sense?
So like, not friend, not someone that she knew just from her past, or someone you knew from your past. Are you talking about only those people that y'all have met as a committed couple and y'all friends like that? What do you mean?
Not even that. Okay, like let's take Dana, right? Dana knows me from work, okay? But the first thing I did was introduce Dana to my wife.
As you always do.
Yes, you know what I mean? So, Cinnamon, another one. I don't call Cinnamon and Dana and talk to them on a regular basis. They talk to Janae way more than they talk to me. And I make jokes about, well, hold on, you're my friend. You're not Naya's friend. Okay. But it's I think that now as far as like how can I put this? Like you got a girl, like let's say I had some girl that I grew up with, and we're best friends, and I'm not gonna be talking to her off in the corner, at 2:00 in the morning, talking to her, he laughing and joking like this. I'm not going to be doing that, because that's not
all up on her and stuff. Like,
it's not going to be like that, and I think something else, if you're in a relationship, you need to surround yourself with people that are in relationships.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's like a mind thing. You never, you don't think you're going to get money surrounding yourself around broke people. It's the same thing with relationships.
Right. And you don't want to bring your couples around single dudes. Like, you don't want to do that. You just don't, or vice versa. You don't want to bring them around single women. You just don't know what these people have. We already said people are selfish. Women want men that men want to be and other women want to smash. So why would you bring that to around your happiness?
Nah. And then brother, stop taking your ladies to the club. Who came up with that? Didn't R. Kelly tell y'all that? Hey, don't bring your girl to the club. Stop that.
Bro. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why dudes do that. I would never do. If here's a little bit of game for any single women out there. If you ever mess around with Uncle Saint and I take you to the nightclub, then that means I care nothing about you.
Yeah. Not a thing.
Absolutely nothing about you. I'm taking you. You're like a belt. You're like a pair of shoes to me. You are an accessory, and I'm using you to get other women.
How you do it on the nose? There it is. Go out there. Here's my bait. Go fishing.
I'm fishing.
There you
know
go.
What I mean? So just keep that, ladies. If you got a guy and he's always taking you to the clubs and this and that, taking you to the VIP, this and that, taking you on those boat trips, he don't care about you, man.
He don't give a shit about you.
He don't
care.
I'm
sorry if I'm ruining somebody's game. Yo, we ruining somebody's game. We real sorry, but that's the truth.
And if he do care about you, he's stupid. You don't want to be around that dude. That's dumb. Why would I do that? Nah, I ain't bringing my woman around this. Are you crazy?
Have I ever taken Naya to a club?
Never. I took her to the club. This was when I was dating early. I took her.
Naya's like, no.
You wouldn't go. You wouldn't go. It's that one time we went out when I was in Sacramento with y'all. Naya came to the club with me and what was her friend name? Started with an S.
It was what's her name? Yeah, Charlene.
Yeah, I took the ladies. Yeah. You stayed home, like, man, you know. And you salty. Like, why? It was what it was. But no, you ain't never. Ever. Miss AK lady, yes, you do have to treat social media like credit, except the damage lasts longer than 7 years.
Yeah, it does.
That's a Don DeMarco. I wish I had my thing up. That is a Don DeMarco statement if I ever heard one.
You play a little kid sound.
I don't have it. We can do a gun salute. Do a gun salute on that one. That is the real. That right there. That was the gem of the podcast today.
Yeah, for real.
That was the gem of the episode right there, ladies and gentlemen. Social media, it goes up to the cloud. It's there forever, long after humans are dead and gone. Right? That stuff is still bouncing around out there in space. There's gonna be aliens looking at this, talking about, boy, that guy was a hoe, or that girl was a 304. They're gonna be looking at it. It's there forever.
Think about this. When you go to apply for that NSA job, where you're gonna be an analyst and make $150,000 a year, and you got to get that top secret clearance, and they can start going through it, and they say, "Whoa, what is this?
What is this tomfoolery over here?"
Yup.
Is this you? Right. Is you can't do it. No, they're not gonna hire you. They're not gonna hire you.
Because you can be you can be compromised.
You absolutely can be compromised
so
once that comes out. So yeah, and then Brother Sean said we spitting game. We trying. You know what I mean?
We trying, but you know what?
Yeah.
You hope people listen. We just telling you what's happened.
Putting it out there. This shit's forever. So we're gonna go to the last point and then we can wrap this up. Not that I want to wrap it up. This is fun, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is probably one of the best shows we've had today.
No, Nan said I gotta go to Royal King. We gotta get some dog food.
Oh, well, we just got this last little bit right here. Okay, I think it's set. Here we go.
They want a husband at the same time. I don't know.
I just say that if all dudes just agreed, if all men were like, we not fucking with bitches on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you want a relationship, if hypothetically we just everybody will collapse. Bitches will get off Instagram. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's like you could want equality, you could want all this shit in the world. You can't get a relationship unless this.
Yeah.
And that's why I say you attract what you tolerate. It's a reflection. It's like a mirror.
1,000.
You know what I'm saying?
There's only one
You gotta
problem.
hold yourself to a certain standard. You can do whatever you want to do. You can shake ass, be a slut, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You're not going to be my girlfriend doing
Facts.
that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to change you. I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to, and that's why I think relationship, it's a team. We're a family. We got the same last name, same jersey, same Laker, or Janelle, or, same name on the back of the jersey. We're a team. Everything I say, I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to help us. This is for us. We can't have a healthy relationship when you're inviting temptation to the house.
But there's a whole simp army that will never convert.
Right.
Or
These
change.
is fucked. It is fucked. That's why all you
we're
can
screwed.
do.
Yo, your thoughts?
That's right. First of all, all fellas, look, we can all agree. Like, let's say we all agree right now, like, we ain't fucking with no more girls on Instagram. And then there'd be that one brother that would come from behind the back and be like, hey, but I'm still fucking with y'all.
Right.
Because that's how we are.
Right. You see it every night on the After Hours show. Tonight on the After Hours show, I guarantee there's gonna on Fresh and Fit. There is going to be some extremely masculine, ratchet 304 on there talking big craziness. The chat's gonna be roasting her, but them same dudes are gonna be in her Instagram.
Yeah, that's
in the DMs, hitting them up. The same dudes.
That's real. You know, because once again, you know, dudes. I mean, we're dumb. I mean, we're just dumb, man. Even if it's going to benefit us, we'll still go back and do that stupid shit.
Go back and do it.
Low hanging fruit, brother. And then, you know, but as far as like, you know, like your girl, I mean, look, when y'all in a relationship, he's right about that. You know, the jersey's got the same name on the back, and you know, you made that. You know, we talked about that earlier with, you know, Naya's got, you know, Team Swanson on all our stuff.
Y'all got Team Swanson gear. Yeah. They got uniforms, y'all. That's why I be like, these are my people.
Tell you know, she be making sure that, you know, that women know I'm taking. And but I mean, no, it's real though. It's, you know, I mean, she's representing you, you represent her. You know, I mean, that's facts. And if y'all ain't on the same page, it's going to be a problem. But if you are on the same page, man, it's honey, it's butter. I mean, for real. Like, you know, you weather some storms. You know, look, if you got the right woman, you got the right man, you can make anything happen. You know, you just got to vet. I mean, you got to ask questions. It kills me. Like when I hear about these people, you know, in their relationships getting messed up and this and that, I always hear the same bullshit. Well, you know, I didn't know she was like this, or he changed. I'm like, no, the motherfuckers didn't change. This is who they are. You just got excited and jumped right in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't vet each other. You know, you didn't go through the struggle together. You just jumped right in.
You didn't properly vet. Now you realize who it is and you stuck with it. And now what are you going to do? It is what it is. And you let your emotions out. That's hard for dudes. When dudes let their emotions out, man, it gets ugly fast. See, if it goes bad.
I disagree. I mean, if you can't be emotional with the woman you love, then I don't know who you can be with.
I'm not saying don't do it, but once a man allows his emotions to come out, he's attached. And then if he allows himself to attach to the wrong girl, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying keep your emotions to yourself. You didn't properly vet. You allowed your emotions to come out. You attached to the wrong woman. Now you stuck.
Yeah. I mean, and that's, I mean, that's legit. You know, you can't, I mean, like I always say, you can't treat every woman like a queen. You respect all women. All women deserve our respect, man. But you only treat queens like queens. They got to earn that position. You know, and I know some women disagree with that. You should treat all women like queens and blah, blah. No, all them chicks ain't queens. You know what I mean? What are they, 304s? You know, they're all not queens. You know what I mean? But you respect all women. But queens, I'm like I said, if you treat all women the same, then what do you do to the one that's special? You know, like, and the thing is, and when you treat your woman like a queen, she handles herself like a queen. You know what I mean? And I know this, you know, Naya can walk in a room and take over a room because she's confident and she garners that respect. And part of her confidence comes from knowing that I got her back regardless, you know, and I feel the same way once again, because where I am weak, she is strong. You know what I mean? If I'm doing something that's dumb, she'll step right and be like, no, I got this. You know what I mean? And I got no problem stepping back. One, because I'm confident who I am. I ain't worried about nobody. You know, you can call me a simp. You can tell me I'm a beta, whatever. I ain't worried about that because I'm gonna go get my little Jag and take my ass home and get in the pool in the middle of my house. You know,
right? He ain't joking, y'all. He has the pool. You got to go inside the house to get into the pool, y'all. I'm not joking.
So I'm not even. You know, I'm like, I go. That's how you feel. Whatever. But you know, but that comes from, you know, and all the stuff I have. And I'll put this on that platform. This platform, you know, like I said, this is going to be in the cloud. It's out forever. If it wasn't for my wife and it wasn't for the choices that I made or that she helped me make or we made together, we would not be as successful as we are. Okay. And that's facts. Okay. I would not have been able to do this on my own, you know, and she handles all that. You know, women, I've heard men say, women ain't good with money. Yeah. Fuck you. Come get this.
Yeah. My little sister good with money. They know what they're doing, and I can vouch for that. I saw it. Like I said, it just started from less than nothing. I saw it, and I see where they are right now. He's telling the truth, y'all. He's telling the truth, and it's hard to find. That's not something that's out there.
You're right. It is. You know, and I've thought about that. It is, but you know, I mean, it comes. How can I put this? I mean, you got to do your work, man. It's like anything else. If you want, if your goal in life is to, you know, like people say, is to, you know, to get married, you know, go to school, get married, you know, buy a house, have kids. If those are your goals in life, then you need to take steps to make that shit happen. Okay. You got to put the work in. You can't just, well, you know, I mean, I don't understand, you know, I'm 30 years old and, you know, I can't find no man or I can't find no woman. Well, what did you do to get there? Well, you know, for the first 10 years, I was just doing this. or I was just focusing on my career. Okay, well, you know what? You got to learn to balance that, because I've had this talk with Jay. He's talking about, Naya put her stuff on standby while you became successful. I'm like, no, she didn't. Quietly, while I was moving up, Naya was moving up, having and raising kids, because I was working shift work. So my wife was the basketball coach, the den leader.
Yeah, and it wasn't just shift work. He was commuting. In California, what people don't realize about California, a 45-minute commute one way is an easy commute.
That's
45 one
commute.
way.
Yeah.
The average is about an hour and 15 one way.
About an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes one way. Yeah. So when people say, I hate when I hear, I had to put all this stuff on hold. No, you didn't. You chose, because it's hard. It's hard to build a relationship. It's hard to find someone special. It's hard to put that work in. And it's easy to focus on one thing. When you got to do multiple things, it's hard. And when I was commuting, like I said, when I was home, because we didn't really talk early on. You and I, we talked, because basically I was a family man and I was working.
Yep.
So and that's how that goes.
We would talk when things went bad. If we needed to talk to each other, we talked. Otherwise, you was busy doing what you had to do. And and I see a lot of people giving you a lot of props in the chat. They're saying that's inspiring. That's awesome. You know what I mean? But the brother just putting it out there to let y'all know it can be done, but it's like anything else. You can win a Super Bowl trophy. Yeah. However, the Cincinnati Bengals ain't won one yet. We've been twice. 3 times now. We've been 3 times.
Y'all should have kept Ocho Cinco. Should have kept Ocho Cinco.
But all I'm saying is it takes so much work to get there. And then all the work that you put in, you're going to have to double, triple that work once you get there to keep it, to maintain it. So, it ain't easy, y'all. And there's so many people out here want ready-made this, ready-made that. Relationships are hard, not just romantic ones. Business relationships are hard. Work relationships are hard. You know what I mean? But parental relationships with their children, holy shit, that's hard.
Work-life balance, bro. But but it can't be done. And like I said, them brothers on there, they made a lot of good points. I think I agree with most of the stuff they were saying. It just bothers me when you ask somebody, well, what have you been doing for the last 10 years? What have you been doing to achieve your goals? Well, I've been working really hard. Okay. Well, see, now if somebody was to come to me, if I was a relationship counselor and you were to come to me and say, hey, I don't understand why I can't find a woman, blah, blah, blah. The first thing I'm gonna say to you is, let me see your social media.
Yeah.
And I can look at it, probably look at 3 or 4 pictures and be like, okay, you ain't really been trying to find a woman. You just been trying to smash. Yeah. And now you done got old.
Or the same thing for a woman. You ain't been trying to find a man. You just trying to smash. Look at this.
Yeah.
You in your bikini shaking your butt, and you want to know why this man who's making $500,000 a year is only smashing you and he won't commit.
Wants to fly me to Dubai and then fly me back home in a week. I don't understand that either, bro. I guess if I had unlimited money, because I ain't spending that kind of money, bro.
Hey, bro, you get to a certain point, money don't mean nothing. So a lot of guys got it don't mean nothing. It really don't.
Bro, I'm just cheap.
But it's a lot of dudes who ain't cheap. It's like, hey, man, little shorty, she a baddie. You know what I mean? Like, where's she at? Seattle. All right, yeah, tell her get on a plane. Fly her out here. Fly her down here to Miami. Fly her out here to Tampa. Fly her to L.A. It ain't nothing. It ain't.
Girls is on the other side of the barracks, and I was like, ugh.
Right. Like I said, you're a different type dude. So listen, y'all.
That's so far.
Right. So listen, y'all. I just wanted to talk about that. I brought my man Jswans, my brother from another mother, man, my jump buddy. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring him on so we could kick that around. 2 old heads just talking about what's going on. I'll tell you this. I'm glad I'm not young and out here in the dating world right now. I am so glad, because it's way different than what we went through. Were women 304s back in the day? Were women loose and doing all that back in the day? Absolutely. But they kept it to themselves, like Tretch, not even by nature. They did they dirt all by their lonely. You can never prove it. Plausible deniability.
I'm telling you. Then they would leave and be a virgin.
Yep. Go somewhere else and they're a brand new person. You don't even know about that stuff. And there's no way to track it back because there's no pictures, there's no video, there's no recordings, nothing.
Oh, wait. There might have been a video, but it's VHS, so
Right.
The quality
is like there. Betamax. You know what I mean? Like plausible deniability. So yeah, but yeah. At bottom line though, that was a great conversation. Shout out to Zeb and Jay, the minority. Shout out to Fresh and Fit, Myron, Fresh, Big Mo, Chris, and shout out to y'all for rocking with us today. This was a great conversation. It was fun. This was a great episode. I'm glad y'all were rocking for it. Yeah, it's what we do. Tia, Schmeebles, Brother Jay. Shout out to Suzette Speaks. Go over to her page. Check out her page. Subscribe to her. She got some good stuff going over there.
I'm still mad, though.
Brother love.
Still mad. Where's my lip? Hold on.
Yeah, she already addressed that.
Oh, she did.
She already addressed that. Right before she bailed out of this show, thanks to Jswan, like, and she's gone. So
hey, that's because she was feeling a certain kind of way.
Yeah, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed the conversation. I'm glad y'all were here. Thanks for all the love. I appreciate it, man. That's Jswans. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. We'll talk to y'all later.
Wait, hold on.